David, this little baby behind us is about to celebrate her first birthday. I mean, you were always planning to move to the NGTC car for 2013, but Liam's accident just brought it forward a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah, this is the anniversary of the decision. This very circuit last year, obviously Liam Griffin had his little accident just over the back there. It was okay. Liam had gone off, and then we saw flames and fire, and very dramatic. And obviously he was okay, which was the most important thing. But that was the moment I looked at Richard Townsend, my chief engineer, and said, "I think that decision's made, Rich. We're going to have a very, very busy 7 weeks." And then this one here, this very car, popped up at Snetterton. It went from there.
It was a very bold decision nonetheless, because the car's designed and built by you guys at Motorbase. As you say, you only had 7 weeks. It's a lot of work to do.
Yeah, I mean, it was possible because we do it all in-house. We were never a constructor until that point, but the decision was made for us, really. It's the way British touring cars was going. It's a testimony to NGTC that, you could do it in 7 weeks because of the kit apart. So it was hard work, but it's been very rewarding, and we've got to get the best out of them yet. Cars outside, please, gentlemen, cars outside.
What areas are you focusing on at the moment?
Lots of different areas. Obviously the chassis is the main key. The NGTC concept, it means that everybody has fundamentally got the same components, and it's trying to find that sweet spot, and I think the cars are very temperamental in trying to find that spot, and we're certainly narrowing down the window of where that sweet spot is.
2 minutes, the pit lane opening, 2 minutes.
How's the development coming on so far?
Yeah, it's like we are learning. Like the other cars have a bit of an edge. Like they have had theirs a bit longer, and they've ironed out some of the issues. But like if you look at it, each race weekend, we end the weekend really strong. Pretty much any of the race weekends, like Thruxton, we finished 5th in the 3rd race, and if we'd gotten to start from there, like the other teams had, I think we would have been challenging for the wins. So it is a developmental process, but I think we're starting to make big inroads with it now, which is good.
Is the car different to drive in comparison to the old car?
It is, yeah, hugely different. It's a slightly different driving style. It's a heavier car. Everything is a lot heavier through the steering, the feel, the way the car reacts and responds. It's about 120 kilos more, which is a lot of weight when you're fully loaded in the corner, and it breaks away.
The S2000 felt like a little toy car in comparison. This thing is like a monster truck because there's a lot more different components in it. The way the suspension is done in them, it's all horizontal. It's kind of a weird looking thing when you look under the skin of it, and when most people actually see inside them, they're pretty shocked at how it's put together.
The potential's obviously there in the new car. How far do you think you are away from really unlocking it all?
It's a tough championship. This year we struggled with a lot of pre-season testing with the weather being the way it was. We were rained off a lot of them and snowed off, so that hasn't gone in our favour, but it's an ongoing project that it's a constant moving playing field, and we just keep moving with it.
We're learning, we're pushing, we're moving along. And I think at the last round at Alton Park, you saw the turn of speed in the car now. It's just we didn't have the luck. Lady Luck's been on her tea break lately. I'm hoping she's going to come off her tea break this weekend and join us for a few races.
Well, you've got extra work this weekend because you've got a 3rd NGTC car. Reigning GT champ Michael Caine, who's a regular Motorbase driver, is debuting the new car this weekend. What's the story there?
Michael, as you know, has a resident crash test dummy, so bringing a 3rd car out. Michael's here to prove the car, put it through its paces, get it nice and hot, see what breaks, see what doesn't break, and make sure the car's fine for Motorbase to go forward with.
The most important thing for the sponsors and for Motorbase is that the car does all 3 races, and we can take the data and we can use it. And if my car's horrendous in race 1, but it makes the guys win in race 2 and 3, then we've done our job correctly.
There's a new face in the team this weekend. 19-year-old Jake Hill is making his British Touring Car Championship debut with the team. What's the story there?
Story there, Mr. Griffin's away on business, and it's not the cliche that it normally sounds. He's genuinely away working, and I'm curious. I want to see what he can do. The opportunities come up through Liam and myself, and I think he'll do a good job. And it's really good. You've got to bring young talent in, and Jake at 19 is definitely that. He's a young talent and one to watch.
I'm overwhelmed that I'm going to make my touring car debut, so yeah, I can't wait. 3 solid finishes is definitely the aim. Obviously I don't want to really hurt the car or get into trouble of any sort of way, so I just want to I've 3 really solid races, but if I can, I'd love to win 1 Jack Sears trophy. That's my real aim this weekend.
Everybody in the team puts in so much that we just don't get to see, so I'm hoping this is it this weekend. Before we go on a nice summer break, they'll have something to celebrate.
We all want to win. We're desperate to win, and we for sure we will this weekend be trying to achieve that. But I think if we can go away with some solid results, I think we'll all be happy.